Good morning and welcome to the fifth quarter, Arizona. My name is Danny Neal and I am your co-host for this morning. Hey, it's a great morning. I'm feeling good. I'm happy to be here this morning. And of course, everything makes it better when we bring in my co-host. The guy that's known all over the city, all over Northern Arizona, all over the state, simply as the coach. My man, Mr. Tyrone Johnson. Good morning, Coach. How you doing this morning, man?
Morning, Coach. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. And then don't come on with all that professional stuff. You just last 5 minutes you've been picking at me. Folks didn't see it, but you treated me really bad the last 5 minutes. I just want everybody to know about that. But anyway,
Hey, man,
man.
I ain't treating you bad, man. Just having conversation with you. That's all. You know what I mean. And so, since you talk about conversation, man, you look pretty dapper. You know what I mean.
Thank you,
So
Coach.
tell people about your sweatshirt, man.
Man, it's not a sweatshirt, it's a sweater. And what it
Excuse me. See that?
See? And this is something I was cleaning out my little garage and in the back room outside and ran across this man that I bought probably like 25 years ago, man. Still fitting and everything, ain't no stomach in it. I mean, it's looking good, man. You know, one of them old ones, you got the elbow on the sleeves. He don't make stuff like that no more unless it's Cardigan or the name or something. I think this was like Kmart. But anyway, it's still in great shape. Yeah, man. You don't remember that. Y'all suppose you was born.
No,
anyway.
that was the store back in the day.
Kmart?
Yeah, Kmart.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Everybody go to Kmart like they go to Walmart.
Yes, indeed.
So I just was nice to have something this old still in great shape and something that I can wear, and it's I appreciate it still being in good shape and YouTube worthy.
Yes, indeed. Definitely YouTube worthy.
You,
so you telling me that 25 years ago, you was as thin as you is now? Because you always tell me how big you used to be. Man, I was swole. I was this, I was that. So this is proof that at least 25 years ago, you wasn't too swole.
Yeah, no, I was, man, but it filled out a little bit more. See these wrinkles? See these wrinkles? That wasn't there. That wasn't there. So see, but and that's the way it was supposed to be meant to wear it, but I can wear it any way I want to because it's mine.
Yes, you can. Yes,
Thank you, Coach. Thank you. But anyway, man, it's been a good week. We're ending up sports in Flagstaff, and the kids are getting ready to graduate. I mean, it's been a great sports year in Flagstaff. You know, when you look at the basketball, what happened in basketball, with almost everybody going to state. When you're looking at softball, including MPA playing for the state championship, you're looking at Flag High School, Coconino, baseball-wise, having great years, battling it out. So, I mean, Flagstaff has really had a great sports year.
Yeah, and of course, they're always competing at high levels in cross country, track. Right. I mean, just across
swimming,
the board.
golf.
Yeah, everything.
Tennis got their first runner-up.
Yep. And so it's been good, man. It's been a great year. And, we got to talk a little bit about it last week with our guest, Eric Newman, who's, covers the sports up this way. And so 22-23 school year has some great sports moments. And so it's been fun just, being a part in what we do as far as bringing people on and learning more about their programs or, bringing various athletes on or, just even sports that's not necessarily in the high school that show Flagstaff is a vibrant community for sport.
Right. And if you like what we do, please hit that like button, subscribe. We're on live chat where you can hit us up to our guests. You got questions, you got a shout out. Hey, just let us know that you're there. Let us know that you're there and you appreciate what we're doing or you don't appreciate what we're doing. We'll take it all because we know we're not perfect. At least I'm not. Coach Johnson's almost there. He's still a work in progress. But,
yes.
We just want to make this the best as possible. So hit us up. Let us know what you think. So, Coach, I want you right quick before we bring out our guest, talk about June ball, basketball-wise, because I know that's coming up for all high schools and stuff.
Yeah, it's coming up for all high schools. And so, typically if high schools choose to participate in June ball, they can they'll practice their teams more daily, just like in the season. And so it gives the kids a glimpse of kind of what it is like in the season, as opposed to just like open gyms or just a twice a week type practice. So typically teams will practice, 4 days a week, and then they'll go to like a tournament or a team camp at the end of the week. And so for us, we got stuff coming up. We'll start practicing like May 30th, and then we'll go right away to tournaments and team camps. And so we'll look to go to Castile. We're looking to hopefully do our own. If any coaches watching and still need a tournament for June 9th, 10th, we still got some openings. So, but and then we got Section 7 this year, and then we're going to do some team camps. We're looking to do NAU team camp, and then possibly take a team out to San Diego. And so, June we stay busy, and we really try and get everybody back together and give them a glimpse of what it's going to be like to be in the program if they're able to make it.
And what is Section 7?
Section 7 is an invite-only tournament. They invite a lot of top teams from not just Arizona, but from the Western region. And so games are being played at the Cardinal Stadium down there. And then you have a lot of college coaches. So it's a period where college coaches come in, they can see the athletes, and, it gives your high school team a chance to compete in a venue and in front of coaches, and not just necessarily the AAU programs, because a lot of kids, they play on different travel teams. And so you got the best kid from this team, best kid from this team, and they combine up and, they're all on travel teams. And so this setting gives the college coaches a chance to see those top players playing with their high school teams and evaluate them from that standpoint.
And am I correct in saying the only way you're invited to the Section 7 is to have a D1 athlete in your program?
To get invited to the actual event, you have to have somebody that they consider is a Division I prospect. At least that was I was told. I know they have some play-in events, so you don't necessarily have to have a D1 athlete to get into the play-in event. Mm-hmm. And then if you do well in the play-in event, you can make it to the actual Section 7. And so we don't have to do the play-in event, and we get to go right to the Section 7.
Because you have a D1 prospect on the Lady Eagles team.
Correct, yes. We do.
Okay. So, I don't know if you want to say any names, but we'll leave that up to you.
Everybody know who the D1 prospect is. I mean, Bella Burkhardt is definitely a D1 prospect. She's already gotten D1 offers and everything. And so, this is just the beginning of her journey. And I think that if she just, keeps working and keeps doing what she's doing, she's going to get several D1 offers throughout her career. And so, she's definitely a legitimate D1 prospect. And so she's given opportunity to some of these other girls who I think are 4-year players that can go on to a university. And so now being in this venue is going to give other girls opportunities to be seen by various coaches as well.
Right. And that's always a good thing. So, that's good, Coach. Do you have anything else on the horizon that's new and interesting or exciting? You won any awards, I know you was on stage and things like that.
Nah, I ain't won no awards, man. Ain't nothing new and exciting. I mean, it's still a grind every day, so we just getting it in.
Right. In recreation, what you got going on? That we know you're the new director in recreation, recreation. Tell us what's going on for the city and with the summer programs, right?
So as far as the city itself goes in recreation, there's various programs. Aquaplex will have various programs. They got like swim lessons. They'll be opening the rock wall. They'll have basketball camps. There's various things going on over there. Hal Jensen Recreation Center will have drop-in opportunities all summer long, but they'll do things such as cooking class, field trips, movie days. So that's going on. The ice rink, they got their public sessions, and they'll do some theme stuff. They have tournaments, so they're going to be real busy. And the senior center, they'll start their nature walks, and they'll do like ice cream socials. They'll do various things. And so just get out to the centers and just see more information. Just stop by one of them and see what they got on the docket for the summer.
Hey, that's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. So if you have any questions, please call Recreation and call to the centers and they can get you in touch with who you need to talk to. So, hey, man, that's good stuff. And now I think it's time for you to bring on some guests that I'm excited about having here today, man.
Yeah, so our guests today are not just one. So I said guests is plural. So we don't have just one guest. We got two guests, and they happen to be brothers. Not only do they happen to be brothers, they happen to be twins, happen to be somebody I had the pleasure and fortune of coaching when they were in middle school. So we're going to chop it up on that too a little bit. Somebody who, we're real good with the family. And so they play baseball at Flagstaff High School. And so let's go ahead and bring out the Lopez brothers, Nick and Heath Lopez. Good morning, fellas.
What's up, guys?
Morning.
So how are you?
Doing good. How y'all doing?
I'm good.
There you go. Good. So, guys, I guess you guys came on. You had a good season as far as baseball goes. Both of you were pitchers. So how was that? How was your record? Did you compete against each other?
Yeah, most of the season we were like neck and neck and like competing for like batting average and home runs, but like pitching and all that, felt like we had a great season, and competing against each other really helped too.
So what's some stats? What was your batting average? What was your pitching record? Nick?
My batting average was 385. I had 3 home runs, and I had 13 stolen bases.
And pitching wise, what was your record there?
I pitched probably like 9 innings. I like gave up 8 hits. So it was all right.
Mm-hmm. And what other positions did you play besides pitching?
I played in the outfield, so that's where I played when I didn't pitch.
Here you go. Heath?
Yeah, my batting average was like 419 on the season,
Really?
and 44 total hits and 1 home run in the state playoffs. And then I pitched. I said my ERA was like 1.69, I think it was.
Wow.
On the season, yeah. And then when I didn't pitch, I was playing shortstop. That was just my main position. But yeah, when they needed me, I was there on the hill. So
There you go. There you go.
Nice. And he done jumped in and went to Staten and all that type of stuff, you know what I mean? But everybody may or may not know who you guys are. So, just tell us a little bit about yourselves and then about being brothers and twins and coming up in sports and just the whole gamut of how you got to where you are right now.
We've been playing baseball since we were 3, so 15 years now. So started T-ball all the way through Little League and then high school. And we also played basketball since middle school. And I tried golf this year, so that was something new for me.
Oh, nice.
I also ran cross country. And,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you stayed busy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about you, Heath?
yeah, pretty much the same thing. We did like almost everything together. Played basketball, ran cross country our freshman year, and didn't do that any after freshman. So yeah, baseball was our main sport for sure. But yeah, I enjoyed playing basketball and golf as well. Just something new.
Okay. Now, here's a question. Now, this is actually not a trick question or anything like that. It does have a right and wrong answer. So I'm going to preface it with that. Who was your favorite basketball coach ever?
I can't say that. I can't say that, Coach.
Who took you further in middle school playoff? Coach Johnson or Coach Neal?
That was you, Coach Neal.
There you go. There you go. Hey, man, you can stop that old ugly eye face. That's right. But you know what? That's the beauty of this. Coach Johnson coached both of you guys in middle school. I coached both of you guys in middle school. You're talking about running around playing since you were 3. You guys know I saw you out there me and your mom and dad played softball together. Me and your dad on the same team for probably 15 years. Your mom on our co-ed team for as long, and been watching you guys, like you say, run around since you were 2 and 3 years old at the softball park, and to see where you came now makes me proud of you guys and what you've done and know what you went through. So, Heath, who's the better outfielder, you or your dad? Or I'll say Nick. Who's the better outfielder, you or your dad?
But he always says he was better, so.
He was good. He was good. But I'm sure you were faster than him. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
That's funny. So being brothers and being twins and doing everything together, how challenging was it, when you're going and you competing? Was it always just supportive, like you got each other's back, or was it, sometimes you get at each other because you're tired of being around one another? How was that as far as a sports dynamic coming up? Were you good teammates with each other, or were you challenging to each other?
Yeah, I mean, there was like different situations where like I would get mad at him for doing something during sports or stuff. But then there was also like moments where like we relied on each other and we really needed like to work together and like be good teammates to each other. So yeah, there's like on and off to it. So
yeah. And so what's the coolest thing about y'all career that you can look back and share and be like, hey, we did this together?
I would just say like making a good run in high school, our varsity year, senior, and going 18-3. So I'd just say our record.
Right. That's special.
Yeah.
That's special. So talking about you guys growing up in sports, knowing that your parents played, your Aunt Anna, and I mean your whole family, how they were just in the sports. Growing up in that, how did that affect you guys? How much did it influence you guys?
I liked watching all my family play sports at like softball games and basketball. Like that always wanted me to get into that stuff. So like, and I'm glad they got me into it. Like it was really fun. So really competitive stuff. I like watching them a lot.
And what did you learn from adults that that's not me? You were at the softball park all the time.
Yeah, I learned from my dad a lot for baseball. He taught me everything I know pretty much. And like watching him play softball just made me really want to like be like him, I guess. Like, cause like I remember he's just hitting home runs at softball games. So like I wanted to be like that for baseball. And maybe play a bit of city league softball myself as well.
No, go coach.
No. Look, as long as you was out there when y'all was little and y'all was watching y'all dad and you wasn't watching Coach Neal, then you probably picked up some good pointers, because everybody talk about how Coach Neal could play. The only thing I seen is that he was fast. Can't catch a fly ball. Tough on the grounders. So I'm glad y'all was watching y'all dad.
You're definitely wrong about that. You're definitely wrong about that. But so what's next for you guys? I mean, do you get any offers? Is anybody talking to you? What's next?
I didn't get an offer, but I'm planning on going to NAU, and they have a club baseball team, so I might join up in that.
Yeah, same for me. I got the Lumberjack scholarship, so I'll be going to NAU next year. Probably to study marketing. And I'm not sure what I'm doing for baseball yet. I might be done, but I still might join the club team as well. But,
nice. And you guys, see y'all at the award banquet or award assembly the other night, and you guys got the Scholar Athlete Award, if I'm not mistaken. And that's given to athletes that have a GPA of 3.75 or higher. What was your GPA, and just how important is education to you being a student athlete?
My GPA was 3.8, and like my mom and coaches always like say to focus on school before sports. That's why it's a student athlete, and
Exactly.
focus on grades and pretty much just get through school.
And he,
Yeah, I'm not as good as in school as him, but I think I was a 3.75 flat, so that's why I got that award. But yeah, I made sure to keep up my grades so I can continue to play the sport. Because at one moment I almost had to F, and then I probably wouldn't have been able to play the next few games. So I made sure to keep up my grades for all that, so I don't miss any experience. You know.
yeah, absolutely. I think being a student athlete, that's one of the things that you got to concentrate on is the student part. You got to make sure that you got those grades and everything in order to be an athlete. Because if you are ineligible, you won't get the opportunities to be out there on the field. You miss time, and you're doing all that work just to sit out because you don't have your business handled in the classroom. That's not the way you want to go.
Yeah.
And we're talking about family, and I know I've been to your family gatherings. I know how you guys support each other. So, just in the high school, how are you guys supporting each other as brothers? You got your cousin Cash, you got your cousin Reese, all y'all right there together. Do you guys really support each other and talk to each other as family, even in the high school environment?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
definitely.
usually
I mean, I know y'all do, but how is that?
it's like just seeing each other in school, like congratulating them on some like they're good, what they did good in the games. Like Cash is good in basketball, Reese good in softball. So
Do you have any bad athletes in your family? I don't
uh,
know,
My dad
but
is my
everybody
dad.
I know, you guys, family, your aunties, your uncles, everybody can play some sport, mostly softball, baseball. And so, how did that feel? Was there a weight on you to have to maintain that, or did you not think about it? Were your parents good at just keeping that stigma away from you?
No, yeah. I tried not to think about all that, but just have fun. Like, oh, my dad always told me, just have fun and don't worry about making mistakes. Like, so I really played with no pressure most of the time, but at some moments I got nervous and scared of making mistakes, which just made me make mistakes. So
Mm-hmm.
every time I just try not worry about things like that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and I'm speaking like just of family peer pressure.
Yeah.
Everybody's been there, done that, and been very good at it. You
Yeah.
know, and so yeah.
Was there
So
anything like when you talk about you felt pressure or like you got nervous rather, was there anything that you guys could just look at one another and just give a nod like, hey, I got you, don't worry about this, let's pick it up? Was there any type of signal signs that you guys could just push each other through just by giving each other that nod?
Yeah. When I pitch, he plays outfield, and then like every time a ball was out there, I knew he'd catch it. Like I didn't have to worry about that. Like I knew he would run it down and make the play, so I like trust him no matter what.
that's all right. Yeah, and obviously you guys feel the same about each other, and as brothers, as twins, you do have that connection, and
Yeah,
and I think that's what coaches talk about. Where if you know he's having a bad day, he can look at you and gain that strength back.
yeah,
Do you feel that as brothers? That's
yeah, for sure.
well, and that's good. Could you, in a Coconino flag high game, very noisy? Could you hear your parents over everybody else?
um,
Nah,
nah,
I'm not here though.
Yeah,
I don't hear anyone in the stands when I'm playing,
really.
except like
That's it.
cheering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
he's
don't
a
hear any
focused
voice.
athlete, coach. He ain't out there
Right.
trying to hear
Yeah.
everybody. That's
I know-
focused. We like that.
Yeah, and I agree, but I've heard a lot of kids say it can be noisy, but I can hear my dad. You know, you're coaching the flag. I get 1,000 people screaming, but I can hear my mom. So that's why I was wondering about that, because I've heard so many times that people can. Yeah. So yeah, that's good when you can focus like that, and especially parents can be a little harder sometimes, which I know Chip and Lori aren't, but it's nice when you can get away from that and focus. But you hear your coaches, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I don't want you to get so motherfucker and scream, no, I'm throwing this ball. But that's good. So in doing this, and we've talked to like Caitlin Soul from Coconino, she says she could strike Coach Johnson out. Coach Johnson was a very good baseball player. Nick, Heath, can you strike Coach Johnson out?
Oh yeah, easily.
No, it's on now. I would have settled. I would have let you go if you would have just said yeah. But the easily part, now we got to get out there. I got to show you what I'm about.
All right.
And I tell you what, we get out there, you can pitch to me. Nick, you could be in the outfield, and you ain't even got to worry about catching it because it's going over your head, out the park.
Coach, you ain't even touching the ball.
Oh, you got some heat like that? You don't think I'm gonna touch the ball?
Yeah.
What's your top speed?
I think I reached. I'm not sure. I never like actually radared my pitch, but I guess some people said I reached 80 at most. I'm not sure though.
He can't hit that. He can't hit that.
I might switch.
Yeah.
Look, I might switch hit that. I might hit that on the left-hand side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, and I go out there. You can hit 10 fly balls to Nick, 10 to me. I catch as many as he catch.
No, he won't. No, he won't.
Yeah,
Nick, you got that one. He won't.
It's on.
He won't.
Okay. We're gonna do this, guys, and we're gonna film it so it can be on the show, so I can prove people.
Oh, that guy.
That's what I can do. So, but anyway, we get out there, leave that alone. These guys here, like I said, I've known you guys for so long, known your parents, know what kind of family you come from. So I know you're stable, you got a great foundation. And I just want you guys to know how proud I am of you guys. Watching you, coaching you, and just seeing where you are now. And I know your futures are bright. You're gonna do well at NAU, and So Nick, what are you looking at planning on studying at NAU?
I was thinking about finance or engineering.
There you go. Has either one of you thought about coaching?
Nah.
Not really.
Really?
Maybe coach a little league team
Right.
in a couple of years.
That's a great way to start. And I think you guys
Yeah.
will be a great asset to any little league. You've got the personality, you've got the demeanor, you've got the talent, the skill level, and the IQ to be great coaches and help these kids in this community. And anything we can do to help you, please let us know. But we're still gonna get you out there so you can strike Coach Johnson out. So, Coach, any other questions before we come to the big question?
Let's get to the big question, Coach.
All right, Nick, Heath, it's the time in the show where Coach Johnson is going to ask you guys a question and ask you to impart some knowledge on the people out there as best as you can. So it is time for our Coach Johnson Golden Nugget question of the day.
All right, fellas, again, we appreciate y'all joining us this morning. Golden Nugget question, and that's obviously going to be for both of you, but throughout your high school journey, give me one thing that was the most challenging for you, and then just how you overcame that challenge to ultimately, hopefully, turn it into a success.
So the challenge for me was probably my junior year when I didn't play as much. and didn't get to see much reps out in the field. So I overcame that by just taking more reps at practice, staying later, and doing all that so I could improve for the next season.
And did it pay off for you?
Yeah, I did.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good stuff. Heath?
I say my biggest challenge was like the mental game. Like I was almost in my head a lot, just like worried to make mistakes. Like I tried my best not to, and like I overcame that by just trying to have fun and like just do my best. And no matter what, like I had fun. Like I tried to do my best, and like it's fun. In the end of the day, like I forget about my mistakes.
And when you do that, do you find yourself having more success when you're not so worried and so nervous, when you just open up and you just play freely?
Yeah, for sure. Less tense and more relaxed. Definitely fun, better. So
Yeah, that's good stuff. And I think a lot of high school athletes can take from that what you two said, that if you're not happy where you are, put in that extra work, get them reps, really, really push to get to where you want to be. And then when you're in your own head, you have to make sure that you can get over stuff. We call it flush, fix, and forget. You got to be able to move past stuff so that you can ultimately play your best game, whatever sport it's in. And so that's good knowledge that you guys are dropping right there, and we definitely appreciate you.
That's right. Hey, that's good stuff, guys. And Heath, when Nick was going through that his junior year, did you know that? How did you handle that with him?
no, yeah, I knew that, but like um I guess him looking at me was just pushing him harder, I guess. But like we worked together a lot, so I made sure he would put in that extra work and get things done. So
That's a brother, man. That's what we're talking about. You guys are two amazing young men. Just this interview, just talking to you today, after not talking to you for a while, it just made my love and respect for you go that much higher. So I want to thank you guys for being on the show. Please tell your family I said hello, and looking forward to seeing them. And just want to thank you guys for being on the show, man. It's a special show for me.
yeah, thanks for having us.
All right.
Yeah. I definitely want to
Thank
echo
you.
those sentiments and appreciate y'all coming up onto the show. And you know, make sure your family watches it. Put it on your little social media links. Tell everybody, hey, we on the fifth quarter AZ. Y'all big time now.
With Coach Johnson.
No, we really do appreciate you, fellas. Thanks for being on.
Hey, thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
We'll see you guys
Thank
later.
you.
All right.
Later.
All right, Coach. That's another good show. You know, it's these shows, we either get smarter or get to spend time with some very important people that we've known for a long time. So every show is different and every show's been special. And so today ranks right along with that family show.
Oh, absolutely.
We
Absolutely.
got those Get Smarter shows and we got those family shows. And this was definitely a family show.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, again, we appreciate them taking the time this morning, you know what I mean? Knowing that they senior year got to go out, got to finish up school and all that good stuff, but they took the time to be here with us this morning. And so we certainly appreciate that.
We do. And, for the parents to be supported as supportive they've had as they have been for them and for us.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, like I said, there's a great foundation that's been there for a long time. And just with those guys, Reese, Cash, the family's going to keep moving. It's going to be a picture in this city for many, many years.
Oh, yeah. The Lopez's are in the house.
Lopez has been in the house and will stay in the house. They've been here a long time, man. So they're like baby kids. They don't die, they multiply.
Multiply.
So we appreciate and we love the family to death. I mean, you look at those young men, how humble and nice they are. That's the way Chip, Lori, the whole family, Anna, all of them have that same demeanor, that same kindness, that same good heart, and that same athletic talent.
Yep.
So it's a family affair. To go back
Absolutely.
to sliding the family stone. So that's good, Coach. What you got the rest of the day, man?
Oh man, I gotta go and I gotta get a oil change and
That ain't work.
tire rotation.
That ain't work.
So that means I'm not working then. So, so I gotta go do all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do that.
Road.
Look, my car got a recall, so I'm gonna go over here and give Oxendale Kia some business, but you know, we'll see.
I'm gonna leave
What
that
you got
alone.
going?
Hey man, I think I gotta go get a little bit of blood work, you know, check, make sure I ain't a vampire or something. You never know what's going on. And hey, other than that, just chill, man. On the road again tomorrow for another basketball tournament, all the way down in Gilbert this time. So hey, it's rest day, man. Rest day.
Yeah. Well, you go ahead and rest up, and then yeah, we'll be catching up. I'll see you down that way. You travel safely down the mountain if I don't see you today, and then we'll catch up this weekend.
Okay, and last thing, please stay tuned for more information about the Clarksdale Sports Foundation Hall of Fame induction ceremony. It will be August 4th. We'll be coming back with you with some of the inductees as guests, names of the inductees, and just keep it going so that we can celebrate some of the finer athletes to come through this area.
Absolutely. Well, that's good stuff, Coach. Well, look here, man. I don't know what everybody got to do today. We hope y'all have a great one. But I do know one thing. Y'all ain't got to go home.
But you got to leave here. Peace.